Nnamdi Kanu sentenced to life in prison. 7 terrorism charges. Convicted. Most people thought that was the end of the story. But on February 4th, 2026, something happened that changed everything. Kanu personally walked into the Court of Appeal and filed 22 grounds of appeal written in his own hand, demanding his full acquittal on every single count. And here's the part nobody is talking about. Buried inside those 22 grounds are legal arguments so powerful, they could collapse Nigeria's entire case against him. Stay with me because in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what those arguments are and what the court is likely to decide. First, a quick recap for anyone just joining this story. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, has been in Nigerian custody since 2021, when he was controversially rearrested in Kenya and brought back to face trial. On the 20th of November 2025, after a decade-long legal battle, Judge James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja convicted him on all 7 terrorism-related charges and sentenced him to life imprisonment. The charges included inciting deadly attacks through radio Signai, Biafra broadcasts, bomb-making directives, and the unlawful importation of a radio transmitter. He's currently locked up over 700 kilometers away in Sokoto, far from his lawyers, far from his family, and far from Abuja where the courts are. But Nnamdi Kanu is not done fighting. Now let's get into the appeal itself, and I want you to understand just how significant this is. Kanu's legal team says this was not a routine filing. They initially identified over 1,000 procedural and legal defects in the trial. They narrowed it to 101. Then to 22, the strongest, most airtight arguments. Here are the ones that matter most. Ground 1, Operation Python Dance 2. In September 2017, Nigerian soldiers raided Kanu's home in Afara Ukwu. There were deaths, there was destruction. Kanu fled Nigeria. His defense argues the trial judge never resolved what that military raid meant for the legality of the entire case, and he should not have been convicted without addressing it first. Ground 2, the ignored. Objection. Before the trial even started, Kanu filed a preliminary objection challenging whether the court had the legal authority to try him at all. The judge never heard it, never ruled on it, just moved on. Kanu says that alone makes the entire conviction invalid. Ground 3, no allocutus. This is huge. In Nigerian law, when someone is convicted, they must be given a chance to speak in mitigation to address the court before sentencing. Kanu says he was never given that opportunity. Sentence was imposed without hearing from him. That is a direct violation of his constitutional rights. Ground 4, convicted under a repealed law. Kanu argues that some of the charges against him were brought under legislation that no longer exists. You cannot jail someone under a law that has been wiped off the books. Ground 5, his absence was forced, not voluntary. The judge apparently treated Kanu's years outside Nigeria as evidence of guilt, as if he ran. But Kanu says he didn't run. He fled state violence. Soldiers attacked his home. He had no choice. And the court used his survival against him. 5 grounds alone, any one of these, if the Court of Appeal agrees, could overturn this conviction entirely. So, what will the Court of Appeal actually decide? Let me give you 3 realistic scenarios. Scenario 1, full acquittal. If the court agrees that the 2017 military raid invalidated the trial, or that Kanu was denied his right to speak before sentencing, they could throw out the entire conviction. He walks free. This is what Kanu is praying for, and legally, it's not impossible. Scenario 2, partial win. New trial ordered. The court could agree on some grounds, but not all, and send the case back to the Federal High Court for a fresh trial. This would mean more years in legal limbo. Supporters would see it as a delay tactic, but it would get him out of Sokoto. Scenario 3, appeal dismissed. The government will fight this hard. Nigeria will argue every ground is weak. The court could uphold the conviction in full, and Kanu spends the rest of his life in prison. Here's my honest read. The argument about Operation Python Dance 2 and the missing allocutus are legally serious. These aren't technicalities, these are constitutional violations. Appellate courts take these things seriously. But in Nigeria, justice and law do not always move at the same speed. The Court of Appeal in Abuja now holds Nnamdi Kanu's fate in its hands. This is not just about one man. It's about whether Nigeria's courts can deliver justice, or whether they exist only to serve power. The world is watching, and now so are you. If this video gave you clarity on what's really happening, smash that like button. It helps thousands more Nigerians find the truth. Subscribe so you don't miss the next update on this case. And drop a comment below. Do you think Nnamdi Kanu will go free? Yes or no? I read every single one.